Stephen, you were new to the job here, barely a few weeks in, and then all of a sudden you have this big ceremony on the steps of the cathedral. What was your thoughts and your feelings about that?
Well, I hadn't really been aware that there was going to be such a ceremony. It hadn't really sort of reached me yet. And I was expecting when I first got here to be working closely with the master builder, Jim Bambridge, up on the tower, laying out the building lines and getting ready to start construction of the tower. But as it happened, the scaffolding wasn't ready, complete enough to do that. We needed to have access to all sides of the tower, and there was limited access to the southwest buttress on the actual day of the ceremony.
At one point during the ceremony, you realized there was something not quite right. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it suddenly dawned on me that there'd need to be some mortar mixed in order to set the cornerstone, and that hadn't been arranged. This was my first supervisory job, and I wasn't used to giving instructions. I was just being told what was needed to be done, and I realized that this would probably fall on me today to get that arranged. So luckily there was enough time to whip up a bucket. You
mentioned that getting the Jerusalem stone in place was not as easy as it seemed. Can you explain what you did beforehand and how that all came to be?
There was no means of getting the stones over to that position from the construction elevator, which was in the opposite corner, in the east corner. So the stones were brought topside in a rack and pinion personnel hoist, and then they had to be manhandled over to the corner by means of rollers and planks, or as known as horses. And these weren't really small stones either. Some of them were in excess of 600 pounds. It's really hard to believe what actually happened that day with Philippe's walk, and also the cornerstone ceremony itself with Dean Morton and Bishop Moore. It's really hard enough to cross Amsterdam Avenue walking on the street, never mind 180 feet up in the air on a high wire. I'm just amazed at what was done that day.